the second part of Sports Check this morning, and in just about a week and 2 days or so, we have a contingent of Kenyan sportsmen and women who will be traveling to Tokyo, Japan, and this is for the Deaflympics Games 2025. And at the moment, we have got representation from 4 of the teams: athletics, swimming, handball, and basketball. Just one team. And we hope that we can get them before they depart. The golfing team, you know, because Kenya won a bronze last year through Isaac Makoha, who is one of the, the elite amateur golfers in the country. But today, from 4 teams, we've got the representation. And on set, just before I introduce them, tell you our sign language interpreter is Lenta Odingo. But also, we have got Damian Evans, who's going to be working with us, because we've got the Deaf Olympians here with us, so he's going to be speaking and also doing the sign language interpretation for them. Damian, welcome to that. And on set with me, I've got 2 Shujaz, and I'll start with the athletes. Her name is Sharon Bitok Jeptarus. 3 silver medals at the last games in Caxias do Sol. That was in Brazil 4 years ago, and in the 1500 meters, the 800 meters, and the relay. And she was honored this year in Kitui. Yeye Nishuja. Welcome, Sharon, to the studio.
Thank you so much. My name is Sharon Jebitok. I come from Eldoret, and I'm an athlete, and I participate in the 800 meters and 1,500 meters women. Thank you so much.
Well, and also we have got another Shuja. Somebody who's been on the same track as the late Florence Griffith Joyner, the world record holder in the women's 100 meters. Joyce Odhiambo, who's the coach of the sprint team. Karibu.
Thank you so much for inviting me today here to speak about sports and to speak about the team that is going to the Deaflympics. Well, yes, as you've been told, my name's Joyce Odhiambo. I'm a former sprinter. I ran in the 80s until to the 90s, and when I retired, I'm now into coaching, and mostly I coach these deaf athletes. I've been with them since 2017 to date, and I know as the time is going by, we are going to do better and better. We're getting better and better as the years are going by, and I know that they're going to step into my shoes, and they're already there because they are going to the Olympics, like I went to the Olympics in the 1988 Olympics. Thank you.
Well, and so straight into this, let's get this conversation. The team that was selected, let's talk to you, Coach, first. The team that was selected and the events, first, the process of ensuring that you get the best, such that the medal tally from Brazil then can be replicated in the different disciplines for the men's and the women's.
Yes. Okay. This year, I must say that we really had a big number of athletes coming in for the trials, unlike in the past. And from what I saw, the standards have really risen, especially in the sprint events. We had a good number of athletes. In fact, they outnumbered the number that we wanted, even in the women and even in the men's categories. So for sure this year, God willingly, we might be lucky to get medals even in the sprint events. Okay, in the past, we've always had Beryl Wamira representing us. She has won silver medals in Turkey, and even in Caxias do Sul, she won a silver medal in the 200 meters, and we managed to get a bronze in the 4x100 meters women, and we managed a silver medal in the 4x4 mixed relay. So this year, God willingly, we might be doing better.
Well, let me come to you, Sharon, and Sharon, just give us your story. As an 800-meter runner, we've seen you win silver in Seoul, 1500 silver, but how did you get into these longer distances, knowing very well that you are also a very good 400-meter runner?
How I began my journey was way back from home in Eldoret. You see, I had a father who mentored me so much all along, training me. So I decided to develop my skills, and that's how I continued. And I also hope that going to Tokyo, Japan, I'm going to clinch medals. Because in Brazil, I remember in 800 meters and 1,500, I clinched silver, and also the relays 4x4, I also participated well. I had a coach in E10 called Kemboi. So Kemboi was training me so much, being that I'm deaf. You see, I joined the hearing team, but I just went on and trained with the hearing counterparts. So they integrated me in their team. I was the only deaf there because all along at my home area, I never had a coach. I never even had a sign language interpreter. So I just followed their way, their programs and everything. So there was a program and a schedule of programs that we used that helped me to develop. So I will go to the camp with them, and right now I can say I feel ready to go and participate.
Well, looking at the medals that you won in Brazil, and that was 3 years ago. The games were to be in 2021, but held in 2022. What's your target for Tokyo in the 1,500 and the 800?
When I go to Tokyo, Japan, I want a medal, but I don't want to get it freely. I want to work and surpass the medals I got. I want a gold medal. It's my hope.
Mm-hmm. Also,
gold is the only medal I want, both 800 and 500 meters, not just those. I don't want the Europeans to beat us. We don't fear them. So we want a fair game, not something that looks like we have been given free.
Let's talk about the 400 meters. You are in the relay team. How have you been working? Are you part of this team? Do you want to get a better medal than it?
No, I no longer participate. So I'm focusing on the 800 meters. That's where I'm training because the coach feels that I'm better off there. So my training has always been that, in as much as I've been training also 1,500 meters. So I love 400 meters, but I'm following the instructions of the coach. She feels I can participate in the relays.
All right. So there you've had it from Sharon Bitok, and she is in the Deaflympics team, the athletics team, and also we've got the sprints coach Joyce Odhiambo. We take a short break. When we come back, let's talk about some of the things that happen on the track. How do you get to start a race? How do you get to coach the middle and also the short distance athletes? After this short break, our sign language interpreters are Lenta Odingo, bottom right of your screen, and speaking for our athletes is Damian Evans. And welcome back to Sports Check on this Monday morning. It is the 3rd day of November 2025. And for us in the newsroom and for the country, the one big story that we are taking and we are keeping tabs on is the landslide that happened in Elgeyo Marakwet. There was a second one reported already. From the reports that we had from the first landslide in Marakwet East is that 26 people, all, most of them related, all coming from one large extended family, lost their lives. It was a sad story. We'll be keeping tabs on that. But also, sporting-wise, this afternoon, we have got the draws for the CAF Interclub competitions at 3 p.m. at 1 p.m. East African time. It's rather 2 p.m. East African time. We're going to have the draw for the CAF Champions League. And Kenya is represented in the CAF Confederation Cup. At 3 p.m., we shall know who the opponents of Nairobi United are in the CAF Confederation Cup. So that's part of our news cycle for today. When we get back to our conversation, first let me introduce our sign language interpreter. We have got Lensa Odingo, bottom right of your screen, and you'll be hearing some man's voice. His name is Damian Evans, and the reason we have him is because we've got the Deaflympic Games, Tokyo 2025, starting from the 15th to the 26th of November. And Team Kenya is going to be represented in 5 disciplines: athletics, swimming, handball, basketball, and golf. And we've got athletics, one of the 4 disciplines that has got representation on this program this morning. And we've got triple silver medalist Sharon Bitok from Cassius du Sol 2022 in 2022, but the games are known as the Deaflympics Games 2021, and a legend of Kenyan sprinting, Joyce Odhiambo, who's a coach. Now, Joyce, one of the things we know that in athletics, for a race to start, one of the things, what's used is a gun.
Yes.
But in the case of Deaflympians, what's the way that it's done, and also, indicating things about the lap count or any rule violation that, may come into play?
Okay, for the deaf, for the sprint events, they use the lights. And they have the green light and the yellow light. Okay, when they go to onto your marks, then the orange light comes. And when the green light goes out, and it is down at the starting blocks. Otherwise, all the other things are the same, like for the hearing. In fact, there's even a gun that is used, but it is attached to the lights. So the athletes, as they go onto their marks, they see the lights for onto your marks. For the set, it is the orange, like for the traffic lights. And then green means that you go. But for all the other races, the rules that are used are like for the elite athletes. Yes, even the countings and every other thing, except for the starts. Even the relay, baton change, everything, the staggers, everything are like for the elite athletes. Yes.
And so the regulations is, for communicate, to help in communication, especially, you people work on the stands.
Yes.
And let me think of how you do, for field athletes.
Yes.
There's always that one moment when they go over. How do you work to, for the 8 years now that you've worked with them, how do you then try to get them to change, say, a step or even, a change of motion, say for a long jumper or a discus thrower or something?
Okay, I think most of these things, like I've said, it's like for the elite runners. But we show them, because the rules, when you flout the rules, it's just like for the elite runners. They just have to know that this is the circle for the shot put. If you step aside or you step outside, it is a foul, just like for the others. Except for the starts, all other events, the rules are the same. And we, over the years, we've taught them as they go by the training, we teach them these things during the training sessions. Most of them have found their way to come to Nairobi. You see, most of these people, they come from outside Nairobi. Some of them come from the village. So they have made time to come over to Nairobi. And they have even been participating with the elite athletes during our weekend meetings. So they are very much aware of all these rules and regulations that are within athletics. So, in fact, everybody who is going out there know what is expected of them. Because we are down at Kasarani, we have, even if it's for the field events, they know this is the circle, you don't have to step aside. Although most of these people have already been in previous games, they are not very new to these activities.
All right, Sharon, you are the person who's speaking for team athletics. When we look at the medal tally from Brazil, Kenya picking up all those medals, 24 medals and that. Who are the other athletes that we should look out for in Team Kenya starting the 15th of November?
Okay, from the team that we have the men's team. We also have the women's team. So we are a contingent of 2 teams. So we also have stronger men within our team, and we also have stronger ladies. So we have like a team of 4. We have some gentlemen there. Many guys are there, 4 of them. Some I might not know their names, but I have seen that we have a good team. Yeah, the 4.
All right, thank you very much, Sharon.
Welcome.
And we wish you all the best, Coach, all the best as you head to this. And Team Kenya, remember, we shall be keeping tabs on them as they represent us in Tokyo. We shall be taking a short break as, when you can help our side change. And next, we are going to be having the basketball team that is going, representation for the basketball team. And when you take a look at the basketball team that played in the last time, think of it. At the quarterfinals, losing 79-34 to Italy at that level. Then they had to play the 5th to 8th place semi-finals that were there. And so Turkey beating Kenya 69-36, and eventually the 7th place match, it was Kenya versus Brazil. So, and as my friend Okinyi helps us, to change the set, we have got Mercy Mideva, who's a Deaflympian basketballer, and also we have got their coach, Mary Chepkoi, who are going to be joining us on set as we get, ready to talk about this. And remember, also in the group phase, Kenya playing 3 matches, and it was direct qualification to the quarterfinals for all teams. So Kenya playing 3 matches, and they were in the same pool as the United States, Turkey, and Lithuania. So they were there. And how much of an improvement can we see from this side? So I know the coach is joining us right now, and so we welcome them. We're going to go first with the athlete who is on set. Her name is Mercy Mideva, a basketballer with Team Kenya. She's a Deaflympian. And Mercy, welcome.
Thank you so much. My name is Mercy Mideva. I play basketball as a point guard, guard number 1.
Well, and you can see the point guard. And Mercy, just tell us about, you getting into the sports and the, how well you have seen yourself grow as a basketballer, especially, within the Deaflympians environment.
Okay, thank you. I joined this team when I was still in school, 2011. I had a friend called Daniel who really encouraged me. So we really tried to join a training session together. So whenever school will close or open, we used to participate. And then in 2024, after I finished my high school, I started training for a long time. And then fast forward, in the year 2016, we went to Uganda, and that's how we qualified for the Deaflympics. In 2017, I gained a lot of lessons because it was my first time to be integrated in the team. And then when I jetted back to the country, I maintained the training up to the time we went to Brazil. I still kept on the tempo of the training. We went for the championships in Greece, and right now here we are, expecting to fly to Tokyo, Japan. The team has improved.
Okay, and also we have got a coach, Mary Chepkoi, who's a basketball coach. Mary, let's talk about this. When you look at the numbers from Brazil, the thing with sport is scores at times can look real bad, but it was that last game against the hosts that changed everything. Just give us the experiences from Brazil, the lessons learned, and what has been done within the basketball ecosystem to help grow the team.
Thank you very much for having me. I can say from 2022, or rather before we played the first game in Brazil against USA, we were going in there with an open mind, expecting, of course, a tough game. The first 3 games weren't easy for us, but by the time we were playing our quarters game, things were we were getting used to the competition, the experience, and we were getting better. Going into play against Brazil, the host, we found ourselves doing really well in that game, and I can see this much improvement. Yeah.
Well, and looking at it is how then, how do you work around to make sure that this ecosystem is there, the players improve? It all starts with the basics, and then making sure that the tactics are always there for the 5 on court.
Thank you. Right now, after Brazil, we have been continuing with competitions. We find the players doing competitions for 3x3 as deaf or mixing and playing with the hearing in the league. That has really improved our performance individually and as a team. Also, we have Kenya Academy of Sports, which has come in and conducting the youth camps. And 2023, we had a youth camp, 15 deaf girls in the camp. And from that list of the 15, we have 1 girl now who has qualified to fly with us to Tokyo to play in the Deaflympics. and such things, such development, that gives us a chance to have a brighter future for deaf basketballs as the transition, the senior players transition to retirement. We have a future, yeah.
All right, and it is time for us to have a few lessons in basketball sign language. And our teacher is going to be Mercy. So, Mercy, let's first of all get to understand this. The playing positions. You're a point guard. So how do you say I am a point guard in sign language?
You're like a point guard. You're the one who distributes the ball.
Actually,
you're the one who communicates.
Okay, you can help me out here, Damien. You say point guard, the playing position to indicate that somebody is a point guard.
Say guard one or point guard.
Okay, shooting guard. Oh.
That's it, shooting guard.
All right. Small forward.
Yeah, you sign it this way.
Yes, you can do it again. Service it.
They say, shooting guard.
Okay, small forward.
We don't really have a sign for that.
Okay, or the center. You know, usually the tallest guy in the team.
You say the big man or the center.
All right. Now, now the other thing is when when you call for a foul, and coach, you could also, come in here. When a foul is called and you've got to take a free throw, how do you, do that using sign language?
Oh, see, most of the times it's more of you watching and then you see the sign. So most of the times you just sign the line and throw.
You can come in on that.
Yes, you can come in, coach.
About the foul, if a player commits a foul, this is what the referee will do. They will show a foul or a push. It is a foul, and of course the play will stop because of course they will whistle. It's like any other basketball game. The only thing is we don't hear, but he will whistle. And as a player, you know the game and you understand the rules. Once he does that, you know, oops, there's a violation, and you stop, and then the referee will indicate what is going to happen. Is it shooting foul? Is it a side ball? Yeah.
Well, and overall, looking at, what you expect, Sharon, as a representative of the basketball team, speaking on behalf of your teammates, what are you looking out for when you get onto the court from the 16th of November, which is, I think, from the 16th, and running all the way to the 24th?
My expectation is that Team Kenya, when we jet to Tokyo, we will be ready and we will have the confidence so that we can participate in those matches. We know the Europeans are there, but as the coach said, the team has really, really improved, and we hope to improve our scores.
Coach, looking at the draws and the competition that you'll be facing, how much growth do you want from your team?
We are in the same pool with Australia. That's our first game, 10:30 on 16th. Our second game will be Lithuania and then Turkey. Australia, we've never played against them before, but Lithuania and Turkey, we at least know their tactics. We've been watching their games on YouTube whenever we get a chance, and we are looking forward to posting better results in terms of scoring. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And these are members of our Deaflympics, representing the Deaflympics basketball team. Yes, we have got Mercy Mideva, who is a player, and we wish you all the best. Point guard, she's the one who controls all the play. Yeah?
Yes,
she's the boss of the team as to how they do all of that. And we've also got the coach here, Mercy Chepkoi. Sorry, Mary Chepkoi. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry, my apologies.
It's okay.
So we now take a break.